So, welcome back, guys. How are you? I'm doing very well, and I hope the very same for you. So, yeah, let me first know that am I audible to each and every one of you, and my screen is visible to everyone or not? Please comment in the comment section so that I can know that whether am I audible as well as my screen is visible at the very same time or not. Okay, okay, cool. So, as I can see that yes, I'm audible. So we'll wait for 2 to 3 minutes more. In the meanwhile, you can share the link of this, like you can say, this session to your friends because obviously it is fun to compete with your own friends and be in the very same company because, yeah, who will not like being with friends in the very same company? Okay, so let's start with today's session. So, today's session is basically based on logical reasoning, question and answers in Tech Mahindra recruitment drives. As we all know, that Tech Mahindra has been seen recently recruiting freshers on campus drives. So, yes, the today's session will be all related to logical reasoning, question and answers. We will be discussing the level of questions, the types of questions, and everything in this video. So, don't worry, you will be told you will be knowing each and everything about the session. So let us start with today's session. Before moving on, I would like to tell you some of the more important facts about the session. That yes, obviously we know each and every time that the top three commentators on this video will be given Prep Insta Prime subscription, that is too free. So just keep yourself equipped with your pen and paper and pause the video. I'll be giving you time, don't worry about that. I'll be giving you 1 minute 30 seconds for the same. Solve the questions on your own, comment your answer, and just wait for your free subscription. So I hope that you guys are ready with your pen and paper. And one more thing that obviously you guys know that we are helping our students 24/7 on each and every, like you can say, platform, whether it is Instagram, whether it is WhatsApp, Discord, LinkedIn, or Telegram. You all know that on Instagram we are having handles for like dedicated handles for each and every student or a fresher who is belonging to 21 batch, 22 batch, 23 or 24. The 24 batch is now getting like offers for their internships this year. So yes, our team is working very hard each and every day to come up with these offers, which is so that you do not go empty handed from our end. Then you can follow us on our Discord servers because over there we have a very cool community where we have our mentors, we have our guides, we have n number of students who are coming to us and who are asking their queries on the daily basis, and our mentors are more than happy to help you each and every day 24/7. Our team will be available with you, so you can come up with your query on Discord. Then LinkedIn, obviously for professional information, because yes, LinkedIn building is very important and you should be on LinkedIn. So yes, you should come over LinkedIn, and obviously WhatsApp and Telegram for your daily updates about each and every drive. So I hope that everyone is now knowing a bit about Tech Mahindra. So we are going to start with our very first question. See, there is a trick in every question in logical. The very first trick is that if you are a student who has practiced each and everything beforehand only, then it is better to start solving the question at the very same time when you see the question. Because rather than wasting your time in reading the question and then again reading it to solve the question, it is better to save your 30 seconds over there. So, okay, with the same trick, we are going to start with our very first question. So, I know Aarti walks 18 kilometers to the south. Now, I know that Aarti is, walking to the south. So, let us suppose that Suppose Aarti is standing over here, and now she is supposed to move towards south. Now, then she turns to her left. Over here, rather than remembering which is left, which is right, which is north, or which is south, it is better to learn that left is always related to anti-clockwise and right is always for clockwise. For here, I will like to explain you like this: 12, 6, 3, 9. Every one of you has seen a clock. So I will be going with the very same approach. Turns to her left. I know that if I'm standing over here, anti-clockwise means going from 6 to 3. That is, I'll be going towards 3. Now, this is my left. So I'll be moving 4 kilometers. She then walks 10 kilometers and turns to her right. Now we know that she's standing at 3. Just as an example, she's standing at 3. And from here, she's going clockwise, that is towards 6. So she will be turning in this direction and she's walking again 4 kilometers. Now, in which direction is Aarti from her initial position? Now, over here, we just have to tell the position. So we just do not worry about the numbers given. So over here, we can see that Aarti's initial position was this and her final is this. So we'll be drawing a simple dashed line in order to see in which direction she is. So obviously, north, south, east, west. If she was standing in north and she is now over here somewhere, then yes, this is south, east. So over here, we have reached our very first answer, that is south, east. So we have got the answer for the very same thing. I hope that everyone must have understood the question as well as the answer. So yes, I can see that many of you have answered southeast in the comment section. So yes, you have done it very correctly. Now let us move on to our next question. So our next question says, Raman pointed towards a photograph and said, now, please be very careful when you are solving blood relations. Obviously, we can see that over here it is talking about a photograph, and just by a skim read, you can see that over here we are talking some or the other thing about our relations. So, whenever you are solving a blood relation diagram or any question, please remember each and every diagram which you have to draw and each and every kind of relationship. Okay? So, now first we'll be reading. Raman pointed towards a photograph. Now, Raman is pointing towards a photograph and has said that his son's father. Now, his is equals to Raman. Now, we know that his son's father, like his son, father will be whom? That is very obvious. He will be none other than Raman. And then wives. Okay, so over here, wife. I hope that you are understanding the kind of lines which I'm drawing to establish a tree between them. Okay, so the double line is for married couples. Remember that. A single line which is going towards down is for generation change. So please understand the very same thing that over here you are changing your generation. Okay. So his father's wife is the only daughter-in-law of my mother. My mother over here gives a sense that Raman's mother. Okay. So is the only daughter-in-law, which means she is the mother-in-law of his wife. So over here, the question is, how is Raman related to the man in the photograph? So obviously, when you are drawing the diagram, from each and every corner, you can see that Raman is talking about himself. So the correct answer will be option A, that is self. I hope that everyone has understood the answer. And as I can see, yes, many of you have answered it very correctly. Yes. If anyone is having any doubt, please comment your query in the comment section so I can explain you with the very same thing. Okay. Now we will be moving on towards our Next question, that is, okay, over here you can see that something we are given for placement cell is conducting. Okay, you can see that you have given over here a comprehension. So over here, rather than reading a complete comprehension, it is always advised that start making the table. Okay, placement cell is conducting a crash course for 6 students. Okay, I can see that over here the question is related to data arrangements. So the very first step is to make a table beforehand so that I can solve the question very easily. Now you can see that placement cell is conducting a crash course on 6 topics from first to seventh. Okay, so first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. Cool. Then the type of subjects are given over here, which are conducted by them. So we will not be fixing the subjects over here because that is very obvious reason, because now the question will be explained in terms of question, and if you fix the number of lectures over here, then you have to change the table again and again. So it is better to fix the things like days or dates if given in the question. Then now let us read the further question. From Monday to Sunday. Okay. Now let us suppose Monday to Sunday. Obviously, it signifies that Monday is the very first day of the week and Sunday is the very last. So you have to number your days accordingly. Okay. I hope that you guys are solving at the very same time and you are understanding the question as well. So the course should end with technical interview. Tech, it is. Now we know that Sunday is the last day and the crash course will be ending with tech interview. So yes, on 7 we'll be having for sure tech interview. Now there is no lecture on 2nd October, Tuesday, as it is a national holiday. So over here we can say that there is no lecture on Tuesday as it is a national holiday. Logical reasoning should be taken after verbal. So okay, we have got a very first condition that verbal has to be at first and logical needs to be taken after it. Please make sure that the statement only suggests that logical reasoning should be taken after verbal reasoning. That it does not state that immediately after. It can be a case that maybe there is a lecture between verbal or logical, or it may be a case like there is no lecture between verbal and logical. So, and there should be a 1 day gap between quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning. Okay, so we have got a very second also that there should be 1 day gap between logical and quantitative aptitude. So the condition can be drawn like this. Now there is no lecture before computer fundamentals. Okay, so over here we can see that there is no lecture before computer fundamentals. Now some of you must say that computer fundamentals will be occurring on Wednesday, but that will be wrong. It will be not happening on Wednesday because we know that there is no lecture before computer fundamentals. So as it is already stated in the question that from Monday to Sunday we are having our course lectures. So computer fundamentals has to take place on Monday because before that no lecture has took place. Now reading further question, there is 2 day gaps between HR interview and quantitative aptitude. Now HR and quantitative aptitude may be like these two, must appear like these two, like first subject, second lecture, one lecture, second lecture. Now there have to be 2 cases. Now let me draw 2 cases. This is the first case and this is the second case. Now I'll suppose that over here HR takes place on Wednesday, then quants takes place on Saturday, and then over here, as we know that verbal and logical are taking are being given after one another, so we can write it on Thursday and Friday. Cool. But another case can be quantitative aptitude takes place on Wednesday, then verbal takes place, then logical, and then HR. Okay, so over here we can see that the condition was given to us that there is should be a 1 day gap between quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning. So I hope now it is clear that yes, there is a 1 day gap when we are placing quantitative aptitude on Wednesday, but there is no day gap between logical and aptitude when we are keeping both the lectures on Friday and Saturday. So first case will be going wrong and the second case will be correct. So I hope that everyone must have understood the question and as well as the explanation, and the correct answer will be option A, that is logical reasoning. As I can see that many of you have been solving the question correctly. So yes, it is the correct answer, that is logical reasoning A. Cool. So before moving on to the very next question, as I can see that many of you have asked doubts related to how to apply for Tech Mahindra. Could someone please paste the registration link? Okay, so Jack Sparrow is your username. So let me tell you that Tech Mahindra is currently recruiting on campus. So please wait for the same in your campus. They will be coming very soon, obviously. So then you can apply for the same. After some time, Tech Mahindra will be surely releasing their off-campus drive. So then you can try for the same thing. So yes, I can even see that what is the syllabus and how you guys have to prepare for it. So over here, I would like to tell you that on Prepinsta Prime, this is the Prepinsta Prime website. Of course, over here you will be getting n number of courses. So you can come over here, search for the same, and then you can see that there are different types of courses. As you all know that Tech Mahindra is having n number of sections, which is aptitude, logical, verbal, and personality test, computer fundamentals, and automata fix, and everything is there. So yes, of course, you can practice your coding sections over here. That is basic coding. And when you come over here, you can practice on logical reasoning. You can practice n number of questions. If you think yourself that you are lagging behind in any kind of topic, then you can obviously find the very same topics over here, and then you can find the video lectures, theory lectures right from scratch, because it is very important to learn about them. Because if your theory is not clear, it may be a chance that you will be losing yourself in the you can say in the final examination or at the time of you can say process. Okay, and obviously we know that in Tech Mahindra they are even asking essay writing. So essay writing is one of the most important sections of the very same company, and as we all know that every round is an elimination round, so it is very important to understand each and everything about essay writing, or you can say verbal reasoning, or you whether you are concerned about a logical aptitude or anything. Then you can even go for uh, like uh, a course specific based, specific company based course that will explain you each and everything about Tech Mahindra. And of course interview preparation consists Tech Mahindra interview preparation. If anybody is there whose college has already taken Tech Mahindra's recruitment process, and now you are expecting from yourself that you will be appearing for the interviews, and of course you should expect yourself because you have prepared very well for the same, then you can come over here and go for our interview preparation, where you can learn each and everything about Tech Mahindra's interview preparation, where the students who have placed in the real time have given their time to us, and we have prepared this course so that you can learn each and everything about their interviews, like what is asked by them, what is not asked by them. Then over here you can even find the projects, because yeah, we all know that projects are one of the important parts of our BTech life. And when you attach such kind of projects in your resume, then the interviewer will be surely questioning about the same. So over here you can find many types of projects, like Amazon, Zomato, and different course projects. Then you can obviously operating system, computer networks, SQL are one of like are the things which are asked in the course over there. Then obviously you can find each and everything over here, and you can learn about the same thing. Then you can even come up for resume building courses, that because yes, of course it is important to build your resume for the same. So yes, now without wasting any further second, let us move on to our next question. So I would like to give you 30 seconds for the same. Now try and solve the question and comment your answer in the comment live chat. Okay. So as I can see that yes, many of you have solved the question and are answering the question very much correctly. So yeah, let us first see, of course, find out the odd man series in the odd term in the given series. So over here we can see 445, 221, 109, 46, 25, 11. So over you can see that there is some kind of relationship which is either related to division or subtraction. So we'll apply both for the same thing. Okay. So now I can see, let us suppose that something is subtracted from 445 and then it is divided by something and then you are getting 221. So I can see that when 442 is divided by 2, then I can get 221. So what the very same thing, I have to subtract 445 minus 3 divided by 2 is equals to none other than obviously 221. Now let us apply the same logic for the next term, that is 221 minus 3 divided by 2 is equals to 218 divided by 2 is equals to 109. Yes, the logic till here is given correctly. Now 109 minus 3 divided by 2 is equals to nothing but 106 divided by 2, which is none other than 53. So, okay, we can see that this term turns out to be a wrong term. Now, let us just, in order to confirm the very same pattern, let us go for further with the pattern. 53 minus 3 is divided by 2 is equals to nothing but 50 by 2 is equals to 25. So, yes, again, 25 minus 3 divided by 2 is nothing but 22 by 2, and which is nothing but 11. So, yes, the correct option is option D, that is 46. So I hope that everyone is able to solve the questions correctly. And see, don't worry about the level of the questions. Okay, see, the questions might range from easy to moderate, moderate to difficult also. Over here you have to keep this in mind that there is no fixed range of type of questions or the difficulty level of questions. That is why it is very important for you to practice each and every set of questions, whether it is easy, difficult, or moderate, because it might happen sometimes that the question seems to be very easy, but due to time management or due to a hurry you might get a wrong answer and you might commit a very silly mistake, and at that time it becomes like a regret that, oh, I was not able to solve that kind of question because it was so easy. Okay, so now over here we can see that consider the following statements and determine which of the following conclusions is followed by them. So I hope that everyone is solving this question and I can get an answer from you guys within a fraction of seconds, because it does not seems to me very tough, but solve it with patience so that you can understand the question. Okay, now let us solve the question. All guns are revolvers. Okay, So, guns, revolvers. Some revolvers are short arms. Short arms. Now, the conclusions are some short arms are revolvers. Okay. Our very first statement is correct because yes, some short arms can be revolvers. Some guns are short arms. Okay, so we can see that this does not follows because there is no connection between short arms and guns. So we have got our very first answer as option A, if only conclusion one follows. See, over here, many of you must know, and especially the prime subscribers, that the tick and cross method over here is also very helpful and it is very easy. But it also matters on how much you have practiced such kind of questions. So you have to be very much, habitual with such kind of questions so that you do not get like stuck in between. So you can either solve the questions through pick and cross method, or you can even go by Venn diagram method. So now moving on to our next question. In a certain coding system, obviously, now the question comes for coding and decoding, and obviously, coding and decoding questions are a bit tough, it might seem, because they take time. No doubt they take time. So it is better that you solve other kind of questions like related to syllogism and different topics which are easy, like odd man series or syllogism, or you can say maybe blood relations, distance and direction, quickly, so that you can spend your time at least 1 minute for a question when we are talking about coding and decoding section. Okay, so let me see how many people have solved this question. Okay, now let us start solving the question. Star is coded as T R D N P. Now over here I can see that the pattern is somewhat increasing, then decreasing, increasing, and then decreasing. So here I can see that +1 is the succession, because obviously +1 gives me T. You can even solve this question by writing the positions. That is, let us write the positions for star. That is 19, 20, 1, 18, and 11. Now when I write +1 becomes 20, and we know at the 20th position T resides. Now T is going in a different section, that is a decrement, that is -2. So over here I can say -2 gives me R. Cool, that is 18. Now again I can say A is going to D, that is +3. So yes, our logic till over here is very correct. Then -4, that is 14. We know at the 14th position N resides. And then +5, that gives us 16, and that is none other than P. So yes, our logic is very correct. Now for happy, I can write 18. Sorry. Over here I can see happy as 8, 1, 16, 16, and 25. Now I'll be applying the very same logic. +1, -2, +3, -4, +5. Now 8 plus 1 gives me 9, and I know that I resides at the 9th position. So I can see that the first 3 letters in each and every option is same. So why I don't go directly to 4th position? Okay. So now 16 minus 4 gives me 12, and I know at 12th position I have L. So I can understand that option B and option D cannot be my answers because they have M at the 4th position. Now we have to find which is the 5th term. Okay, now plus 5. Obviously, we know that 26 is the standard count of our alphabetical series. So we have to go plus 5 means 26, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Obviously, so it will come 4, which is none other than D. So yes, option A is also not correct. Option C is the very correct answer, as I can see in the comment section also that many of you have solved the question correctly. Now, I'll be moving on to the next question, and I'll be giving you 30 seconds to 45 seconds to solve this question. The question is again of coding decoding. So read the question carefully so that you do not commit any kind of mistake. Okay, so I hope that many of you have solved the question. So now let us start solving the question. In a certain code language, respect is coded as 9, 22, 8, 11, some, some of the digits are given. Now over here you can see that 92 is not possible, only 9 is possible. Again, 22 is possible. 28 is not possible. So something which I can figure out over here is that we are going in some kind of a reverse series. You must know that A to Z is coded as 1 to 26. And the reverse code for the same is Z to A, that is 1 to 26. We all know this. So over here, I would like to tell you one short trick. Just remember every time when you are solving such kind of questions where you come across a reverse order, then remember you have to you have to subtract the standard position number from 27. Just remember this thing: 27 minus x, let us suppose. So we know that the original position of r, as also discussed in the previous question, is 18. Okay, so we know 27 minus 18 is nothing but 9. So yes, we have got our first term position. Then again, E. 27 minus 5 is nothing but 22. Again, we have got the very similar thing. Now, 27 minus 19 for S, that is nothing but 8. So yes, I hope that everyone is able to understand what I'm trying to say. That any position which is standard in the alphabetical series when subtracted from 27 gives you the reverse order. Now over here, first I would like to tell you to eliminate the options so that it is easier for you to go to your final destination. We can see that 18, 13, 75. Okay, so 18 and 13 and 7 are the common terms in the first 4 options. Okay, now over here you can see that 75 is not possible, but 7 and 5 is possible. Okay, again 59 is not possible. Correct. So this gives us a glimpse that A might not be an answer. Again, 7 and 23 again is possible because there is a position in the reverse series also where 23 is a position. Then 7 and 25 again it is possible. 7 and 22 again it is possible. So over here I have interview. Cool. So over here I can understand that every letter is coded with their reverse letter. So I will be obviously 18. N will be nothing but 13 because we know that position of N is 14 in the standard alphabetical series. So 27 minus 14 is nothing but 13. Okay. Now again, t is nothing but 20. So 27 minus 20 gives us 7. Again, we have landed to our correct answer. Now E is given over here. So we know that 27 minus 5 is nothing but 22. So our question answer is D, option D, because we can see that in A, we have not got any kind of combination like 22 or 23. So option A is not correct. Over here in option B, we can see that 23 is the option, but 23 is not the actual position after subtracting. So B is not the answer. Again, C is not the answer. So option D is the correct answer. You can like go for the further question, but our question is for like solved over here itself only. So I hope that everyone must have understood the question. Now, I would like to say that try to solve this question because I expect that everyone should give a very correct answer for the same. Okay, so now let us solve the question. A girl is in the group which is standing in a row. Okay, so there is a kind of row like this. Okay, and a girl is standing over here. Now, there are 5 persons to her left and 5 persons to her right. Now, we can say that 5 persons are standing towards left and 5 persons are towards right. So now, some of you will think that the position should be maybe something like left plus right minus 1, but it won't be. Because over here we know that the girl is standing over here and some of these like 5 students are kind of standing over here and 5 are standing over here. So no, we talk about such kind of formulas when we are given the position like the girl is fifth from left and fifth from right. If the question was given in such kind of pattern, then we used to go for such kind of solution. So over here again, 5 plus 5, and of course you will include this girl, so it will be 1, that is nothing but 11. So the correct option will be option B, that is 11. I hope that it was very easy to do and it was easy to understand. Now I will be giving you 1 minute for this question because I believe that you can observe this visual reasoning question very carefully so that you can answer it very correctly. Okay. So before talking about the solution of the same, I would like to take up one or two comments from the comment section. Some of you have asked that what is the syllabus of Tech Mahindra. So you can come over here, that is the Tech Mahindra syllabus page of ours, and you can read the complete syllabus about the same. See, it is very important to know that you have a complete information about the syllabus of Tech Mahindra. So over here, you can simply come and learn about the complete syllabus of the same. You can even go to the course and you can learn about the same thing, that what things are like involved in our courses, whether it is like, there are many kind of you can say there are many parts of Tech Mahindra, that is numerical ability, logical reasoning, English, verbal, technical test, and automatics. So it is very important to master each and every one to crack this examination, as we know that each round is an elimination round. So it is very important for you, and it becomes crucial for you to clear each and every section with a good amount of marks and with good number of right answers. So when you come over here, you can read about numerical ability, logical reasoning, what kind of questions are coming, what kind of standard is there of the question, and then the theory lectures of the same. Then you can even come for like the you can say the types of questions, the theory lectures right from scratch to the advanced level and everything. So again, you can even go and learn about everything in our Prepinsta Prime website, where you can study logical reasoning separately for each and every company over here. You can come over and read everything which covers each and everything like blood relations, distance and direction, and short tricks and how to solve quickly, tips and tricks for each and everything, the kind of formulas which you are looking up for quantitative aptitude, because we know that the conventional methods would not help you at the time when the time is running out of your hands. It is very important that you have short tricks in your hand and in your brain very much clearly, so that you can solve each and every question very easily and in fraction of seconds. So now coming back to the question, as I can see that many of you have tried to solve the question, so I'll be telling you the logic behind the same. Over here, we'll be going row wise. First of all, if the row wise established logic does not work, then go for the column wise pattern. Okay. So now when we go for very first row, what I observed in the complete diagram, I saw that the kind of first diagram is followed by the third diagram also. That is, the number of parts which are shaded in the very first figure are followed in the third diagram, and the second figure explains you more about the shading part. Okay, so over here you can see that these two are shaded. Again, the complete is shaded, and over here you can see that again two parts were shaded, but the part which was shaded in the initial figure was blank over here. Again, coming to the second row, same, I can see that the number of shaded figures is same, that is 3, 3. Please consider it as this thing, a kind of diagram which is shaded over here and which is not shaded over here. Okay, so yes, again I can see that over here the complete figure was shaded and one of the parts was not shaded over here. Over here, this part was unshaded, and again the upper triangle, or you can say square, is shaded. Sorry. Now, again you can see that in the third row, we have to establish the same kind of relationship. I can see that two parts are shaded over here. So I can simply say by establishing a logic that option C and option D cannot be my answers. Cool. Because we know that two figures are shaded in the first figure and two have to be there at the last. Now I can say that this figure is somewhat similar to the figure which is mentioned in option A. So of course option A cannot be our answers, because we can see that no figure is repeated over here. Cool. So obviously we are left only with our only option, that is option B, which is the correct one. When you try to establish the logic, then I'll let you know that the downwards triangles were shaded in the first figure. Then the upper triangle was again filled, and then the initial triangle was unshaded over here, which is this one. So I hope that everyone must have understood the question. Now, moving on towards next question, which is this. I'm giving you 30 seconds so that you can answer the question. It is better that rather than just reading the question at one go, try to solve it at one go. Okay, so over here, Mrinal Keshav has asked that can there be more than one logic to such problems? Okay, Mrinal, so I would like to tell you that yes, it might happen in many questions that two or three logics are applying, but you have to, go with the most suitable option which goes very smoothly, because it might happen that the types of logic you are trying to put in the given question are not given in the options. Then what will you do? So it is better to go with the most appropriate one. I hope that you have got the answer for your question. Now over here we will be solving the question, that is, which of the following statements is correct with respect to the scenario. Over here you can see that the question is given and we have been given with some of the statements. This kind of question can come in statement and assumptions, statement and inferences. So it is important that you strengthen your parts where you get such kind of questions. So now let us read the question. In a company, senior employees are managers, that is SER managers. Medium experienced employees are nothing but team members. And the freshers are interns. In an office party, CEO meets three people named Aman, Naman, and Catherine. So, Aman said, I am a team member. Okay. So, we can say that Aman is a medium experienced employee. Naman said he is in my team. Now, Naman has said that who is he? Again, we talked about Aman in the previous statement. So, of course, he's talking about Aman. So, Naman is the manager and Aman is in his team. And Catherine said that I am an intern. Okay. Now we have to read the question. Our statements given. Naman is a manager. Correct. We have established this condition over here. Aman is in Naman's team. Again, correct, because we know that yes, they are in the same team. Catherine works under Aman. Over here, you cannot say that Catherine is either in Aman's team or not. So this statement cannot follow the given scenario. So, of course, A and B are our correct answers. So, option D is our right answer. That is both A and B. I hope that everyone must have understood the question and has got the right answer. Now, moving forward to the next question. And yes, this is the last question of this segment. So, try to solve it and get the correct answer as soon as possible. By reading, it is very clear that the question belongs to blood relation parts. Okay. So let us start by solving the question. So over here, it is given Lovelace has two brothers, Avinash and Manish. So Lovelace has two brothers, Manish and Avinash. Then Komal is the wife of Manish. Komal is the wife of Manish. And daughter-in-law of Ashok, which means you could have done this way. Let me clear the same for you. Okay. So we can say that Komal is married to Manish and who is the daughter-in-law of Ashok. So Ashok will be Manish's father, and we can say that yes, she is the daughter-in-law of Ashok. Ashok is the husband of Pawan's sister. Now Ashok is the husband of Pawan's sister, who is the only son of Rishi. Now, only son of Rishi means that he is the only son, that is only one son, Rishi. There might be many daughters, but over here we are just talking about Pawan and sister. So, how is Pawan related to Lavlish? I hope that now you have established a complete relationship tree that Manish, Lavlesh, and Avinash are the sons of Ashok, who is the husband to Pawan's sister. And since she is Lavlesh's mother, so it is very clear that Pawan is his maternal uncle. So, yes, option B is the very correct answer. That is maternal uncle. So, I hope that everyone must have understood the question. Now, I would like to give you 2 minutes that so that if any one of you is having any kind of doubt or any kind of question for me, then you can ask the same from me. It is better, I would suggest from my end, that you try to solve such kind of questions on the daily basis, because it is what your practice matters every time in each and every recruitment drive, because each and every day some or the other recruitment drives must be coming to your TPOs and you must be appearing for the very same thing. So logical aptitude, English, and essay writing are now very common in each and every recruitment drive. So you just have to be very much concentrated for the same, and then you have to go for the same. So, of course, before saying you bye for this session, I would like to again tell you that there are different kind of handles on Instagram, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Telegram, Discord, where you can follow us. The 2020 batch can 2022, 2023, since the students are now appearing for 2023 recruitment drives, can follow us on our Instagram uh, handle, because over there our team is constantly posting the on campus as well as the off campus drives, specifically the off campus drives, because it is very important even to appear for off campus drives, because you never know when you will get a bingo offer in your off campus recruitment drives. 24 might get updates for different kind of internships, because this is your third year and you might be appearing for the very same thing. So you can also connect with us on WhatsApp and Telegrams for the constant updates of placement drives, or you can say any kind of placement update, any kind of company update, everything. Then you can also go on our LinkedIn and you can follow us over there for the professional kind of information. And do not forget that, yes, LinkedIn building is very important for each and every one of you, because after seeing your resume, many interviewers are going to your LinkedIn profile and watching you over there. So do not forget to do the same thing. You can even build your LinkedIn profile with us. And if you are a Prime subscriber, then you must know that there is a LinkedIn building course and you can build it very smoothly with us. Then obviously Discord is a platform where you can go and find up a mentors, and you can ask your queries related to everything, and they'll be very much happy to help you and to like tell you each and everything 24/7. Then obviously, as you can see that our team was very active throughout the session, so the top three commentators will be awarded with the free access to the Preference Prime website. And then I would only like to wish you good luck and keep preparing well, keep getting placed with us. Thank you so much and have a very good day.